Hey up guys, S-Man here, back at it again for another review of Pokemon Horizons anime. And this episode is extremely hype and really good, so let's get right into the review. So this episode starts right back off where the last episode did, with Amifio attacking Liko, and she gets protected by her pendant, which is interesting yet again. But we don't see Terapagos this time. This then leads to an incredible battle between Amifio, Liko, and Roy, where, let's be honest, Scarlet just stomps on Sprigatito and Fuecoco. They're right deserved, because, especially after last episode, where Liko easily beat that Golduck, they deserve to be curb stomped by the GOAT Scarlet. But since they're both being dog stomped on, Liko realizes she needs the pendant's help again, but instead of putting a shield around them, it accidentally opens Roy's special Pokeball, and out comes shiny RAYQUAZA. That looks like it terastallized too, which this is insane. Roy technically owns a RAYQUAZA. There we go. There's our clickbait thumbnail, everybody. Woo! Let's get those views. Yeah, but as expected, inside the ancient Pokeball is a RAYQUAZA. And I gotta say, based on what Roy said about this later in the episode, I'm very excited. RAYQUAZA basically attacks everyone and ends the battle. And then the explorers go home, which leads to something later on. But this episode had a bunch of stuff going on. That was just like the first half of the episode. There's still a whole half left to go, which is a great part about this episode. Because instead of like the slow pace of the last two episodes, this one like really picked it up. Because right after, Roy officially catches Fuecoco, which this is a nice scene, especially right because Charizard gives Fuecoco the Pokeball. And it basically signifies that Roy is now a Pokemon trainer. All that's left is him having to have a talk with his grandpa, which this was a nice scene. Roy talking about how he wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, thinking his grandpa would be disapproval, just for his grandpa to give him a backpack, tell him to go off. I do hope we get to see Roy's grandpa again, because he definitely seems interesting. And it seems like he might come back later on with the Pokeball, because there's another scene where he mentions that he really didn't know that RAYQUAZA was inside the Pokeball. He just got it as a kid and decided to give it to his grandson. But with that, Roy is now a part of the Rising Volt Tacklers and gives them their flag back. And there's also a nice scene of Orla teaching him the handshake, and he's just all confused. Yeah. We then see Ludlow, the goat, break the tracker the explorers had on them, which he's definitely Nidofing, because there is no way they had a scene of him and Quaxley breaking the tracker just for it to go into a Nidofing segment. And we're definitely going to see that next episode, the next two episodes actually, with the secrets of that closing door. But yeah, this episode basically ends off the whole first arc of the first 6 episodes, and basically sets up Liko and Roy's goals. Roy wants to catch the Pokemon of Legends, but specifically wants to recapture RAYQUAZA, and Liko wants to learn more about her pendant. I think for now, especially knowing that there might be a potential of Liko doing the gym challenge in the future, knowing that what their dreams are, definitely catches my interest now knowing their goals, which I can't wait to see them grow, because I love Liko and Roy. They're like really good characters, better than some of Ash's companions are in the 6 episodes we've known them. But there's also another interesting part where we see more members of the Explorer organization, where the leader, not the dude who looks like Heath, he's actually seems like more of a possible manager for Amifio's side specifically, or just in general a manager for all the explorers. But we meet 2 more explorers, and we also get hear the boss, and he kicks Amifio off of the pendant case, which he's fine with because he wants to focus on capturing RAYQUAZA. This basically gives Amifio a new goal for the series, instead of just, I'm gonna get Liko's pendant. Brr. But yeah, this episode's really good. Fuecoco's now with Roy, we learned what's in the Pokeball, and they're heading to Paldea, and now we know 3 of our main characters' dreams, Amifio, Liko, and Roy. Overall, with this concluding the first arc of the series, I can't wait to see what's next. And this basically was just a really good episode. Dare I say, the first 10 out of 10 of Pokemon Horizons. If you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe for more content like this in the future. Every week, Horizon reviews. And in the future, Nemona's coming. So yeah, that's gonna be hype. Now, make sure you stick around, and goodbye.